Otherwise, if I do try to yell, I won't be able to talk tomorrow. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. I have a few thank yous before I talk about the varsity team. Number one, dramatic group of 11 girls on a team I've ever had, ever. Even with the start of the season, I mean, truthfully, they are a smart group of girls. We have some incredible great points on this team. We have something like 7 KLA Scholar athletes out of the 11. And our freshman can't get it yet because she's a freshman. So we have some incredible young ladies here that we have a lot to be proud of. And I'm not afraid to change lineups. And we had probably between the beginning of the season and by the time that we played our very first break match, we probably had 8 to 12 different lineups. Somewhere in that range, kids played. I mean, we had 6-2s, we had 5-1s, we had middles that had never played middle, we had outsides and centers that had never set or hit outside. We had a lot of different changes this year, and they weathered it all. And it was a personal shift for all of them, and I am so grateful to them because they have an excellent, excellent attitude. This is not a group that I have to do a lot of kicking in the pants. For the most part, they come to work when they come to the gym, and I'm not easy to please at times. And they have stepped up to the plate for the most part every time. So thank you, ladies, for a great first season. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to start with, I'm going to go freshmen to seniors. We have Fab Fresh this season. Liz Storm was absolutely, without a doubt, dynamite as a freshman this year. I can't imagine getting a better situation in a freshman making a varsity team. What I actually didn't realize until I got the stats at the end of the year is Liz actually was in the top 3 in statistics in 4 categories on our team this season. So not only is she a freshman on varsity, but she's a contributing, dominating freshman on varsity. She's not just on the team and sitting around and just kind of sort of playing. She's contributing heavily. And a lot of it is her serve, which is just a killer top spin. Then we want her to get even more. She had great dish, she had great attack in the season. We have a lot to look forward to from Liz. And again, I say this every time I'm in the paper, of course, but this is a very young varsity team. We have a lot of good, positive futures ahead of us. So, Liz, you did an awesome job. Come on. Yeah, let's just see. Was one of the sophomores that we brought up this season, and I know that she played last season also. Honestly, this is such a good kid, and she had a little glitch in there where she hurt her ankle and couldn't practice for about 9 days and did some PT stuff. So, you know, whenever an injury happens, it's always a huge setback. Not just physically for kids, athletes, but emotionally. They're worried. There's so much competition going on around them, and how they deal with that is huge. And she's a great team player. We have huge things to look forward to from her on the outside next year. She knows we're working her in different roles this year to prepare for next season. She too is a Hartland Scholar athlete, so yeah, great kid in the classroom as well. Come on up, come here. Angel Storm, the sophomore, was my, mini but mighty. This kid is loud. She earned the role of libero on our team for one reason only, and that's because she's the best communicator we have. At the end of the day, I go back and forth and I ask, my husband obviously coaches, and I ask my colleagues at the club, and what do you guys think? And it's like hard to take her off the floor because no matter what, she's such a good positive force even when she's struggling. So overall, she's just an intense, fiery kid. She's super dedicated. This kid bleeds blue when it comes to Hartland volleyball. She's a KLA Scholar athlete and a Hartland Scholar athlete. I could not ask for a better kid to have coached this season. Sarah Jensen. I heard about time about me favoring certain kids. This came up throughout the years. And Jensen said, oh my gosh, she could favor me so less. I thought to myself, I really can tell you that probably the worst position I think for any kid to play is the one their coach did in high school and college. And as a setter, I know what I want. I honestly, if I could set through her somehow, then I would. and unfortunately, you can't do that as a coach. You're trying to guide, you're trying to teach. And ultimately, Jensen's got a very bright future ahead of her. She had a big learning year this year as a varsity girl, learning how to set all different hitters in different situations and what I'm asking for from an offense and how I want it run. And these were not easy lessons, and she ended the season, honestly, she ended the season with 385 set assists in our regular league play. So truthfully, still did an outstanding job. And she was second this season in aces, which is huge because you really need, and I explain to the girls all the time, you want, 3 aces per game. You want your setter to score 2 points for you per game, and she's getting there. Just towards the end of the season, she started tipping like I was asking her to in the right situations. So she's learning, and we have a lot of great things to look from Ms. Jensen. Oh, and yet another scholar, Sarah Skinner. She's my quiet leader. She's my tall, battling injury all year, obviously, but she's my tall, outside, middle, right side, starting serve receiver. Sarah's having to do a lot of it, and this is not what she's used to, truthfully. This is the first time that Skinner's played a role quite this big on any team, and she did it beautifully. She did it with great poise, with a lot of hard work. There's a lot of pressure on her shoulders for kills, for aces, for her to pass well. A lot of things that this was very new to her this year. And again, yet another sophomore that is doing well. And Sarah led our team. She racked up 209 kills this year, which was a hit percentage of 221, which was the first. She was the first in kills. Blocks, she was second in blocks. We had just an awesome season from Skinner overall, and I'm really proud of where she's come. And yet another KLA Scholar Athlete and a Hartland Scholar Athlete as well. Emily Bell started the team late this year, and at about a few day disadvantage, and to be honest with you, just did an awesome job of bridging the gap. Came in, worked hard, played a great teammate role, improved her footwork. What most people don't realize is there's a very set of footwork patterns that you have to do in this game to really be successful. And Emily started out the season with a completely left-handed attack approach, which is a very difficult thing to change, especially when you are a junior. And by the end of the season, Emily had completely changed it and moved her slide approach well and was contributing to practice every single day. And I'm really proud of where she's come. And, yep, that's right, another KLA Scholar Athlete and a Hartland Scholar Athlete again. This season, our all-conference team, or the all-conference team for the KLAA, when I call your name, guys, just step forward, okay, and then the coaches will hand them to you for your letter jackets. Cassidy Porta. Sam Diamond. Sarah Skinner. And Sarah Benson. And this year for the honorable mention, all-conference, Anna Storm. I have to tell you, my scholar athlete, my academic athlete of this season was really tough to pick. And we tried to figure out how we were going to do it. The girls are so bright. We have such incredible achievers on this team. And so, guys, honestly, I looked at all the cumulatives, what credits you were for attempting what you got. And I was totally blown away because, again, this kid is pulling a fork. Hartland. Okay, our most improved player for this season. This was a tough one because we made a ton of progress this year. And I can honestly say, what made me make this decision was actually the words between Mr. Rapp and Coach Guile and Coach Wax, because they're just blown away at her development this year and what a completely dominating force she had become. 124 kills, 22 total blocks. She was second in hit percentage this year. Sam Diver. Before this season, so I just thought this is how she played. They said no way. Our MVP this season. Our MVP this season, 209 kills, first in hit percentage, fourth in aces, 25 total blocks for the season, which was second only to Caitlin. And just an absolute dominating player everywhere we went. That was the team. That was the player to shut down. Sarah Skinner. And finally, my coach's award. Coach's award to me is that player that just is there for the team. They are there for me. They're all about what's best for the team, and they do the right thing even when it's not necessarily the most popular thing to do. They get the troops ready to go for me. They lead by example as well as on the court, verbally, getting everybody going. They're also just a great overall leader. And again, just another kid that I wish that I had another year with. Cassidy for him. In closing, again, I want to thank everybody so much. This has been a wonderful experience. It had its ups and downs, without a doubt. But overall, I really could not have asked for a better group of girls to cut my teeth on here at Hartland. I mean, the girls overall were an outstanding group of young ladies to work with. Every one of them is a great human being as well as a really good athlete. And I thank all of you so much for letting me have the privilege to coach this wonderful team.
As you all know, she had something happen to her during the tournament. Oh. We got her neck brace.
It's lovely.
Okay, so this year we didn't do mock collections. Instead, we made like cards and they had like their girls' names on them. We made like 2 adjectives that like describe them.
Liz, we did loving and friendly. Very
There's notes that we put on the back of the guys. So yeah. Caitlin, funny and sincere.
Anna, we did motivator and hyper.
Emily, optimistic and bubbly.
Kayla, we did sweet and smart.
Camille, spontaneous and outgoing.
Skinner, we did smiley and a twig.
Okay, Hadley, determined and organized.
then we did brave and passionate. Okay, everyone, I'm really bad at speeches, so
Oh yeah, this is just a speech that we gotta do.
it's I want to thank everyone who's been there for me my whole career of like okay, I'll go first. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has helped me through my volleyball career. Firstly, my parents, mom and dad, you guys have sacrificed so much time and effort to make sure I have the best. You push me hard to do my best and are on me to stay positive and never get down on myself. Guys, we've had so many hilarious memories. Me not paying attention to the drill and diving for a ball, making me fall to the ground and laugh hilariously, and falling in awkward positions. You helped me out of volleyball too. You were such a great coach, and I will miss you like crazy. Wax, even though I didn't have you as a coach, you still helped me the past 2 years. Amber, at the beginning of the season, I wasn't that confident in myself as a player and knowing what potential I actually had. You've made me such a better player in person from this season to all the volleyball girls. You've made these past 4 years spectacular, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Keep pushing your hardest and never give up. Lastly, Cass. We've been through so much together. Even though we've been friends since 8th grade, we have still had so many memories. From all the sleepovers, practices in school, we've gotten a million times closer. This isn't good, Cass. This isn't goodbye, Cass. Trust me, I never want to lose a friend as awesome as you, Cass. Okay, I have 3 Cassies, but it's just fine. Okay, I just want to thank everyone who's been there for me my whole career of volleyball. Like my wonderful parents, Jenny and Travis, for pushing me to my fullest potential. I didn't have Wagstaff or Guile, they both still helped me out a lot before. Amber, you have taught me a lot, and I'm glad I got to have you for a year of varsity. You made me improve so much and made me believe in myself. And all the volleyball girls, keep working hard and keep your heads up. I know all of you will go very far next year and in life itself. And I am so glad to have met every single one of you and had the opportunity to play with you. Don't worry, this isn't a goodbye. I'll definitely make sure to make as much games as I can, even though I'll be off. Love you all. Most importantly, Sammy Dean. We've played together since 7th grade. It was 8th grade. We made the team cast. We've played together since 7th grade. I'm glad we've gotten so close in the last few years. You were such a great player and a great friend. We are both starting new chapters in our life, but just know we'll always stay in touch. Love you, girl. I'm so proud of you.